Hi, my name is John Francisco and I'm in the Recording Arts degree at Full Sail University. It's been known that art and music go hand in hand. Be it ornate instruments from long ago or the album cover of your favorite artist. I conducted an interview with another student that attends Full Sail University and asked a series of questions about how art and his field affect one another. William Stevenson is in the Recording Arts program and has plans to be an engineer upon graduation this fall. I prepared a series of questions and emailed them to him. I will be reading parts of his response. The first question asked was, what do you see as the role of the visual arts in our mass-mediated world, particularly in your profession? He brought up a very good point that I had not thought of. I see the visual arts as more of an added form of media to sound recordings and audio in my profession. For instance, a music video is an added visual art to accompany an existing song." End quote. He went on to say that both the audio and visual are equally important due to the fact that you can't have audio without video and vice versa. The next question is pertaining to technology in the industry. With new communications and media technologies, imagery is almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is a positive or negative influence on the industry? Provide an example. He explains that it's a great help because it allows people to connect a lot easier. Here's the example he gave me. Quote, "For instance, if I have a friend contact me about doing sound for a video, he can just send me the movie file in a Dropbox or Google Drive folder. I can take that video and add sound, and then send it back to the same folder." End quote. I agree with his statement that it's helping, and I think with the future coming faster than ever, we can only see technology continue to enhance our ability to share and create each other's works of art. We've been talking recently in a class of mine about copyright and the reuse of works in the media and music throughout history. This third question I asked was more or less, what have you noticed more and more in the industry? What popular images are frequently rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry? His response is something I think we can all relate to. Quote, "Currently I've been seeing a lot of comic book art coming into mainstream society. With all the new superhero movies coming out, not only do I see it in the comics I've read, but not re-emerging in all different ways with the movie industry." End quote. Over the last 5 years, there have been multiple movies and video games and TV shows that have been based around superheroes from comic books or graphic novels. The next question was based more towards imagery, in mind like the Obama Hope poster and the street art of Banksy. He took a different approach. The question is as follows. Are there particular images that this industry has popularized and/or created? His response was that, quote, he feels that our industry has been popularized hybrid art galleries. The use of sound with physical mediums seems to be more prevalent now than it was in the past. End quote. Well, I do agree he didn't talk about any images or galleries specifically. The next question was, who is one of your favorite visual artists and/or what is your favorite style of visual art? He said that Andy Warhol was among one of his favorites because of the, quote, theme of exaggerated colors and malt shop look, end quote. But overall, he said that his favorite form would have to be metal sculptures due to the fact that, quote, some of the things people can create with just old nails and scrap metal are absolutely amazing, end quote. My final question to him was one that I'm always most interested in because what influences people is really intriguing to me as a musician and songwriter who also enjoys a fair amount of visual art and various other works. The question was, has knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process? He says that in his personal experience it hasn't, but that doesn't mean it's not important. He says, quote, try to step inside someone else's head and try to imagine where they were mentally while creating something, end quote. He says by doing this, you can maybe change how you approach a work of your own, and you may end up with something completely different than what you expected. As you can see, in all forms of entertainment, art makes an appearance. In our world today, it's so easy to connect and share to one another that our media and ideas about art, music, food, and all other forms of entertainment have a great influence on how we create and perceive others' creations.